Let's see. Something's ticking over.
The very word secrecy is repugnant in a free and open society.
You're in violation of secure communication procedures, Commodore.
So we just went ahead and fixed the glitch.
There is no America. There is no democracy.
Our fifth objective, a new world order.
There are no nations. There are no languages. There are no Russians. There are no Arabs. There are no third worlds. There is no West.
Right-wing conspiracy.
What do you call it when the assassins accuse the assassin?
A new world order.
Thank you for plugging in to the Stones Unturned podcast.
Well, just a second there, Professor. We fixed the glitch.
I'm your host, Professor Thomas Henry Horan.
He reads everything.
Hello there, you lucky devils. You better bet your bippies he reads everything. Hi, Creepy Crawl. Hi, Anthony. I took one last shot of dextromethorphan in case I get a tickle. I'm fine. It's been so dry and dusty. Now it's hot and humid. You know, it's one of those you cough for no reason and it keeps it irritated. So I took one more shot of cough syrup. I think it's kicking in. Fortunately, tonight's episode is in the can. That wasn't laryngitis, that was a bologna sandwich. I'm much better for the moment. The trees are really going to start blooming now, so we'll see. But I got tonight's episode in the can. It will live premiere here just as soon as everybody shows up. Oof, I'm tired. Is it me, or does it get tireder every year? You people have known me for 5 years. I'm 5 years older. 5 years better looking. I swear on Tom Voigt's credit report, this is the last boring episode. It's the last of the homework episodes. Once you've seen this episode, then you begin to understand why every time I look at something, I go, oh, wow, that lights up part of the Christmas tree, and you don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Now you're starting to get an idea. And now I can show you. I can refer back to slides you've already seen and episodes you've already seen. Now it will get exciting. I wanted to be this far along last summer, but here we are. There's still a chance I'll get some publicity. Awards season's coming up. We may win something. I'm sure we'll be nominated for something. We may win something. I may get some publicity then. I wanted to be ready for it. Now I am. Like as of today. As of today. As of 6:30 today, I am ready for the publicity finally. I've got everything at my fingertips I need when people ask me smart-ass questions. If they ever do. But now the episodes will be fun because you guys will see how it all fits together. Maybe I'll read a little news while we wait. I know it's Monday night. I know it's not the usual time. I can't play these clips, not when I'm live streaming. Here's a cute one of the frogs. If I said no audio, it won't. These frogs, it's just this guy says something about, oh, blimey. There we go. How the frogs seize his phone sometimes. He just made a little joke about it, but it's pretty cool. I don't think they're guarding the phone. I think they're just reacting to his fingers. But it's cute. They make this very cute screaming sound. You don't see those. Let's see. Air Force guy setting himself on fire? Well, something like that was bound to happen. Let's face it. Something was bound to happen because people are stopping, they're not paying attention to it anymore. It's like the Ukraine war. Only CNN cares about the Ukraine war. Let's face it. This is hilarious. Opening a bridge in some country in Africa, and when they cut the ribbon, it's almost like, it's like a roadrunner. It's like a Clouseau. Watch. As soon as she cuts that ribbon, the bridge collapses. New York University doctor dies after dining at Disney World restaurant where waitstaff insisted food was allergen-free. This story actually kind of cracks me up. To the extent that a story like this can crack me up. Let's say for the sake of example, this was an accident. This was not an assassination. Just because I've been talking about New York University Medical School the last few weeks, that doesn't mean this means anything. A doctor from NYU died shortly after she ate at one of Disney's restaurants in Florida. And her husband is suing Disney. Kanakporn Tongsuan, I hope I pronounced that correctly, a doctor at the prestigious NYU Langone Hospital in Manhattan. We'll check on this in a minute. Died suddenly after having dinner at Raglan Road Irish Pub and Restaurant at Disney Springs on October 5th. Why do I have to wait to hear these stories? October 5th, her husband has filed a 19-page lawsuit. This is, I think, why it's in the news today. She made it clear to the waitstaff she had nut and dairy allergies. So she went to a restaurant where billions of children eat. Won't be any peanut butter smeared all over that place. I'm not blaming the victim here. Here's where it gets funny. She ordered broccoli and corn fritter, scallops, and onion rings. The scallops, I understand. The onion rings, I understand. Broccoli and corn fritters, those will kill anybody. After dinner, she left the restaurant to explore the shopping complex. She entered Planet Hollywood, where she experienced severe difficulty breathing and collapsed. How is this Disney's fault? Unless they don't own Planet Hollywood. Oh, maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe it wasn't the broccoli chops, the broccoli omelet. Maybe it was something at Hard Rock Cafe. Planet Hollywood. I beg your pardon. Planet Hollywood. My point was, she walks into Planet Hollywood, drops dead. Obviously, this is the fault of the previous restaurant. That was my only joke. Elevated levels of both dairy and nut in her system. It's almost like they killed her on purpose. But here's the thing. Those proteins... I mean, suppose her husband wanted to bump her off. Just hypothetically speaking. See, oh no. Well, here's the part. This is what cracked me up. What I was thinking was, this claim lands on my fucking desk, okay? You're the insurance adjuster here. This is a large claim, believe me. Health and life. Now we're going to have liability. Okay? This fucking claim will be on my desk still when Manny is old and gray. This is the claim. This is the claim that will... Okay? This claim's going nowhere for years. You've seen The Paper Chase. The actual original movie, The Paper Chase. Timothy Bottoms. Lindsay Wagner. You know she could act. Did you know that? John, what's his name? Waterhouse. Presshouse. the producer who he plays Professor Kingsfield. Whenever I'm teaching in my classroom, I see myself as Professor Kingsfield. Remember there's the third year law student, and he tells these guys studying for the test, he says, look, I'm going to give you one question. You answer this, listen carefully. By the time you've come up with the correct answer, you'll be able to pass the bar exam, okay? He says you own a house. You have a sidewalk that runs from your front stoop out to the city sidewalk. It is covered in ice. It's a winter night. The neighbor lets their dog poop on your sidewalk, doesn't clean it up. The next morning, crack of dawn, the mail lady or somebody walking along, it's the sidewalk in front of your house, not the private sidewalk between your stoop. It's the sidewalk that runs in front of your house. Somebody lets her dog poop, doesn't clean it up. Neighbor lady walking down the street, slips and falls on the ice, breaks her hip. Who is liable? Who pays? Who pays? That's a really good question. I've always loved that question. She's eating in one restaurant. She informs the staff repeatedly, I have lethal allergies to both nuts and dairy. They say, it'll be cool. Most restaurants are hip to the problem. Okay. She's talking about albumin, so no eggs. Do you know how many restaurant staff are ignorant of the fact that eggs count as dairy? It's the protein albumin that people are allergic to or can be allergic to. What's the peanut allergy? What's the crucial peanut allergy ingredient? Chili may be thickened with ground peanuts. Some people outgrow food allergies, some people do not. Okay. Peanut allergy protein. Which protein? You're allergic to proteins. The coupon. These are coupons. And prolamin. So both nuts and dairy? Man, that's a risky... Tiny amount is all it takes. All it takes is a server having peanut butter on their hand. It doesn't take very much. Okay? It's not a matter of how much peanuts you eat or dairy. It's whether you touch it or not. All I'm saying is, since this claim is going to be on my desk for the next 23 to 72 years, I'm going to ask myself questions like, how hard would it be for her husband to poison her? Because he came out with this multi-million-dollar lawsuit real quick. Maybe not real quick. But it's one of those things that her husband could have easily done it. Easily. And he didn't do it at the local mom and pop taqueria because they don't have any money. He does it at Disney. It's not even 10,000% clear which restaurant did her in. All I'm saying is, I have a suspicious mind. Since I'm going to be staring at this claim while we all argue and figure out who pays first for the rest of my natural life, this claim will be inherited. This claim will be passed down from generation to generation. Please believe me. I know she had health insurance. I know she had life insurance. All I'm saying is her husband could have easily done it. Especially Disney, because they cater to kids, and kids have much more common food allergies. They're much more common to have food allergies. It's just my suspicious mind. It's my little man. I don't have a little man. I have a nose. And I think I smell a rat there. It didn't take effect right away. Man, peanut allergy, you don't even get it swallowed and you're dead, right? Albumin, I don't know, but peanut allergy? And she didn't have an EpiPen on her, right? Good call, Gary. Good call. Good call. Gary gets a pumpkin sticker. Where was her EpiPen? It's that nose. It's that nose. You got to find big nose there, kid. Follow it. Always follow that big nose of yours. I don't know, Sticky Marks. I think here's something they never talk about. I've seen research on this. It started out with autism. They are cutting the umbilical cord too fast. Every immunity problem you can think of, and there's also a link to autism, because they're cutting the umbilical cord before the baby's even, because they sell that cord blood. Cord blood of an umbilical cord now is worth at least $25,000 to the hospital. Not to you, to the hospital. You tell them when you go in there, when you're making your plans, and you have the husband there with a shotgun, you wait 15 minutes to cut that cord, and they will throw a fit like you've never seen. You will never see a hospital throw a fit like when you put your foot down about that umbilical cord, and you have every goddamn right in the world to tell them to wait 15 minutes. They will pick you up and throw you out of that hospital. You don't let them cut that cord for 15 minutes because the woman's body is pumping. That baby's body full of antibodies and all kinds of things. Yeah, that's why they're in such a big hurry to cut it. They're in that big a hurry to cut it because after the 15 minutes are out, the cord is worthless. They will slap you. They will sick dogs on you. Don't you let them cut that cord for 15 minutes. Yeah, where was her EpiPen? See what I mean? See what I mean? Where was her EpiPen? You're that allergic. Where's your EpiPen? You went on vacation without your EpiPen. You went to a restaurant where you thought to ask the staff 85 times. Where's your EpiPen? She can't tell us she's dead. Only her husband can tell us where her EpiPen was. It's so easy. He wouldn't have to bring it with him like ricin or cyanide or arsenic. His wife gets up to go to the restroom. He sees a kid eating a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. He walks over and plays with the kid. And he rubs his fingers in his wife's food. Hands her a straw for her drink. Super duper easy. And they're on vacation. She's a doctor. What does he do? It's so easy. He couldn't do it at home. That would look suspicious. There's an EpiPen in every room. And he called attention to himself by filing the lawsuit. If he hadn't filed the lawsuit, the claim never would have hit my desk. It probably wouldn't have hit my desk. Not at this point. Adjuster 2, that would have come straight to me. If he hadn't sued, if he hadn't screamed bloody murder, he would have been overlooked. But let me tell you something. You've got how many insurance companies involved now, probably? They aren't going to let this go. Self-administer the EpiPen? Okay, hold on. Let's double check this. Let me Google this and see if there's... Oh, though an EpiPen was immediately administered to her, she ultimately died at a local hospital. Let's see if we can narrow this down. You know what? Keep the pumpkin sticker because you were thinking along the right lines. EpiPen. Injected herself with an EpiPen. Okay. According to the lawsuit. Well, some of the food didn't have the allergen-free flags in them. Uh-oh. That's on the waiter. Unless the husband took the flags out of the food. Yeah, it still could be murder. That doesn't mean it is. All I'm saying is, if you're going to launch those kind of lawsuits against the Disney Corporation, you have to expect a little blowback. You've been waiting 3 years for a pumpkin sticker? I still smell a rat. I smell a peanut butter rat. It's just too easy. It's going to be very difficult for him to prove it wasn't murder. Let's just put it that way. But if she's allergic to 2 separate proteins, boy, it just seems... It could easily happen, but I know... Yeah. It doesn't happen that often, or does it? She gave herself a shot? Was there anything in it besides distilled water and peanut oil? Did they test the EpiPen? He slipped her the peanut butter when she wasn't looking, and when she grabbed her EpiPen, it was coated with albumin? Listen, Sticky Marks, the problem is not the things they put in the vaccines, it's the things they don't take out. You know how vaccines are made, right? You knew how vaccines were really made. You think you're paranoid now. Okay. It just smells funny. You got epinephrine in my peanut butter. Well, you got peanut butter in my epinephrine. Oh, the latest Biden. The judge, okay, there's Fani Willis, hired special prosecutor who'd been delivering the pizza, been delivering the pepperoni. And the judge presiding over the case contributed to her campaign. How fair of a trial can you get? Oh, this thing by Michelle Obama? Did Manny kill somebody? Have you seen this? Look at the guy in the upper left. That's not Manny with a mustache, is it? Can Manny grow a mustache? Something in the eyes. I see Manny everywhere I look. That's my problem. I'm paranoid. Massive protest in Greece. No news. Oh, you don't need audio for this. So 60 Minutes was filming how wonderful immigration is in Sweden and how peaceful. And as soon as the cameras are off, they get robbed by a bunch of immigrants. Watch. Yeah, as soon as the police leave, as soon as their police escort leaves, they get robbed. Or they get attacked. Yeah, President Trump becomes the first man fined by a court for paying back loans on time with interest to banks that want to do more business with him. Yeah. It's stupid. It's not just a, dare I say it, trumped up charge. It's a stupid one. Now we know why Gates bought up all that Arkansas farmland. There's lithium underneath that farmland that Gates bought. You know that, right? I need to triple check that. Bill Gates, Arkansas lithium mines. Because you know who had everything to do with drilling wells in Arkansas and Louisiana? Mark Middleton. Mark Middleton was the main business he dabbled in. Oil and gas, because these are lithium wells, not mines. Yeah, Exxon also bought up 120,000 acres to mine lithium. Yeah. Yep, that was interesting. CBS seizes the confidential files of fired reporter pursuing the Hunter Biden laptop story. An unprecedented move. Here's a guy setting fire to a Mercury. I love this. I love these old TV ads. The ad is destroying the environment. Is the ad. It's a selling point. It's a selling point. Yeah, 17 agencies, 100 former intelligence officials all said, oh, it's Russian intel. It's all Russian disinformation. Which calls two questions to mind. Number one, what qualified you to be an intel expert? Number two, whose side are you on? This is something about Hunter. The audio will get me kicked off YouTube, but the audio was interesting. Trump mentioned CNN ratings going in the toilet, so I cut him off. Then they put him right back on again. Go to CNN.com. The top headline is Trump, 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 Trump. Okay, I think we're caught up on the news. LA socialite Rebecca Grossman. Can't be related to Manny. Mowed down 2 young brothers in a drunken hit-and-run accident. Or it's not really, it's a manslaughter more than 3 years ago. Total disregard for human life. Racing her ex-Major League Baseball lover Scott Erickson, who was in another car. The older brother flew more than 250 feet. She was 61 years old, speeding at 81 miles per hour. A .076 and had Valium in her system. $34 years to life in prison. Let's check out who she is. Okay, let me get the premium episode going. Oh, yes, I did get my beer. Thank you so much, Sticky Marks. Mwah. I'll probably make another hot toddy tonight, actually. Did I finish Wormwood Star? Yeah, I finished Wormwood Star. Did you finish Wormwood Star? I'll be presenting information at the appropriate juncture. Courtney Love's father dated Sandra Good? Probably. He was the manager for the Grateful Dead, right? He knew the Brotherhood of Eternal Love. He knew the Rainbow Family. Courtney Love was up to here. She was raised in it. Why do you think she turned out to be so zesty? All right, let's get this week's episode on the road. So all you need to do is go to the premium site. This live stream will end, and right below it, before I end this live stream, I'm going to do it right now. I'm going to reload the page so you can see it's pre-recorded. You can already search inside the video. You can live chat along as you watch it, and I can watch you guys watch it. It's always fun for me to watch you guys watch. And then, okay, Sticky Marks, we got a very good liquor store here. Very nice Scotch whiskeys and even nicer Irish whiskeys. Very nice, very nice. So, let me do that. Okay, here we go. And then at 9 o'clock tonight, the latest blog post that also has the episode embedded will, okay. So there's 2 places you can watch the latest uploads. That way there's no more of this crap live streams getting interrupted. Especially for these complicated episodes. I kind of need them. Get them right. Okay, so this is the last boring episode, I promise. But you need to see it. Posts. Drafts. No, not posts. Pages. Pages. Homepage. There we go. You kind of see that when the screen's white, huh? It bugs me. This is why I had the camera set up the other way before, but no one cares. Literally no one cares but me. Okay, let me reveal this little block. Unhide. Enable block. Update. So right beneath, if you're looking at the premium website, right beneath this live stream, and then at 9 o'clock tonight, the blog post that has this episode will also automatically appear, and you'll get a notification about that. Click the links in the description of this video and get logged in. Get signed up and logged in. You won't miss it if it's, you can start it late. That's why I'm doing it this way. So really, let's see who's here. A lot of people here, that's good. Okay, guys, refresh your screens, and now you will see it. You'll see me live streaming. You see me live streaming right here, and then beneath that, you see tonight's episode, premium episode. Click play, or you guys all count down 3, 2, 1, and click play. You can see that. I'm going to watch you guys watch it. Okay? Will I make myself a hot toddy? Make myself a peanut butter cup hot toddy? And dream of things that might have been. I'm going to have nightmares. This claim is going to be on my desk for the next 20 years. Believe me. Okay? Get this off of here. Get this back up here. Thank you all so very much. I will see you. Hopefully, I'll be back on YouTube in a couple of days. Okay? Enjoy tonight's episode. You deserved it. You earned it. You paid for it. Thank you very much. Good night. God bless. Spay and neuter your cannibals. And I'll see you in a couple of days. I'm Professor Thomas Henry Horan, asking you to please stay plugged in to the Stones Unturned podcast.
He reads everything.
You better bet your bippies.